To report now, two teachers with the Beaufort County School District say they have no choice but to captain their own boat just to get to work. WSAV's Christine Quayle went along on their daily trip this morning to see what they have to go through and hear about why it's been so hard.
This is Palmetto Bay Marina. Two teachers dock here every morning after they drive a boat here from Daufuskie Island just to get to school. There is a ferry that takes the children to school, but the teachers say they're not allowed to ride.
It's terrifying. When we come across the sound in the mornings, my knees are knocking, and it's not what I was trained to do. It's not what I was prepared to do, but it's what we have to do to keep our jobs.
Ashley Hollingsworth and Lauren Scott are out of options. They can either pay thousands of dollars in HOA fees to the Hague Point community to use the ferry service. They can pay out of pocket for a hotel or rental on the mainland, or, what they're doing now, purchase a boat and drive themselves across the water.
If we lived inside the gates of the community or paid the HOA or POA fees or bought memberships that are half our salary, then we could. So I have done that for a year. It's not financially long-term sustainable for a teacher.
Wind, rain, swells, these are all conditions the two women have driven through. Before this year, neither of them had ever driven a boat. Now they have no choice.
They could strike an object either in the dark or in the fog, or if it's wavy, objects that float just below the surface of the water are easily hidden and could damage the boat to where they could be stranded out there in terrible weather, sinking.
The first public ferry, not run by Hague Point, doesn't leave the island until 8:30, well after the start of school. Hollingsworth and Scott tell me the resulting stress hasn't just taken a significant toll on them. It's hurting their students, too.
I come to school not the best teacher, because I am stressed out that my life is in peril from the waves, from the tide, jumping off the boat to tie off the boat.
Before the last 2 years, both teachers tell me they were allowed to ride the ferry to school with the students.
In March of this year, Dr. Rodriguez of the school district signed an amendment to the contract that specifically excluded anyone living on Daufuskie Island to come off the island to work for the district.
But there's a catch.
It still includes anyone going to work for the district going to the island.
When I reached out to the school district, they said, quote, "The district does not provide transportation for employees from home to work. To do so could be considered a misappropriation of funds." I also spoke with the CEO of the Hague Point community, Adam Martin, about the ferry situation. A ferry, Hollingsworth tells me, holds upwards of 40 people, but doesn't carry more than 10 students on any given day. Martin says the terms of the contracted ferry service are laid out by the school, not Hague Point, and the school simply isn't paying to transport teachers who live on Daufuskie. But the two women tell me they feel abandoned by both organizations, even with the community rallying around them.
So everybody has tried to help except for the school district and Hague Point.
Both teachers tell me that the Hague Point community, as well as the school district, continue to pass the issue off to one another, but neither has provided any concrete answers. Reporting in Hilton Head, Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3, on your side.